North Korea's military power has long been shrouded in secrecy, but recent news of North Korean troops reportedly supporting Russia in Ukraine has brought their massive military back into focus. Known as the Korean People's Army, or KPA, North Korea's forces are among the world's largest and perhaps the most mysterious. The KPA includes 1.3 million active-duty soldiers, with another 7.6 million reservists, nearly 30% of North Korea's population. This enormous force is built on a mandatory draft, with men serving for 8 to 10 years and women for 5. The state's military-first policies mean that the KPA receives a major share of government resources, with estimates suggesting up to 25% of North Korea's GDP is spent on defense. To keep the military running, the KPA manages farms, trading companies, and even mining operations, supplementing its limited resources in an economy heavily impacted by international sanctions. North Korea's active arsenal features about 4,300 tanks, thousands of artillery units, hundreds of fighter jets, and several submarines. Though many of these are outdated due to the lack of new technology and resources. Since the end of the Cold War, support from Russia and China has waned, and Pyongyang has had to adapt, focusing on asymmetrical capabilities like nuclear missiles, chemical weapons, and cyber warfare to compensate for their older conventional forces. A key branch of the KPA is its Special Operations Force, home to about 200,000 elite soldiers. Known for names like Storm and Thunderbolt, these troops are trained in offensive operations like behind-the-lines attacks. They've been historically effective with daring operations like reaching the South Korean president's residence in 1968. However, recent videos of North Korean soldiers in Russia raise questions.
While North Korea appears to already be sending troops to Russia.
There is a growing body of evidence suggesting that North Korea is sending troops to fight with Russia in Ukraine.
Some experts believe these troops may be engineers rather than elite combat forces. For North Korean soldiers, military life is both a survival route and a source of status, granting them eligibility for the Workers' Party, the ruling entity. But military life isn't easy. Shortages in food and resources impact soldiers heavily. Corruption is widespread, and those defecting have reported harsh conditions. Under Kim Jong-un, who took power in 2011, the military has maintained its central role. Kim quickly asserted control over the KPA, conducting purges and replacing older generals with loyal officers. He frequently visits troops and oversees weapons tests, ensuring the military's loyalty. The KPA even generates income for the state, selling weapons, engaging in cyber theft, and exploiting seafood exports. The KPA has more than just military significance. It is a tool of diplomacy. For years, North Korea has used its military power as leverage to secure food, fuel, and financial aid from global negotiations, despite occasional breakdowns in denuclearization talks. So, the KPA is more than just a force. It's essential to Kim Jong-un's regime, acting as North Korea's economic engine, social structure, and diplomatic bargaining chip.